family, YouTube friends. This is a little bit new way of doing things. I told you I would come on here and talk about, kind of what's going on. Everybody's talking about light codes and ascension and all these kinds of things. And yes, that's absolutely what's happening. There's, these planets aligning are causing more things than just this, Christmas star that they're talking about. It's a massive energy flux. And what does light codes mean? What does that mean? That you're all of a sudden going to see a different language or talk in a different language? No, not necessarily, unless your ascension is there. So take this for what it's worth. There's lots of people talking about it. Feel free to listen to others and get your own real just opinion about things. I encourage you to do so. But, from what I've gathered, from what I've been experiencing, not from what I read from others, but from my own experiences, from my own awakening, from my own ascension, we are absolutely, most positively, ascending into a higher energy, into a higher vibration, and into a higher light. The earth is, we all are. And either you've chosen to be here with us and you chose not to. That's what's up, that's what's happening. All predetermined, all already been set in motion, and this, for quite some time. You've had light workers and other things just following what they're supposed to do, helping wake people up. You can see people waking up. You call it the mass awakening. All this is purposeful, all on time, all in the same time frame, aligned in what you would call the right timing, right? Divine timing for a reason. All a part of the mass ascension, all a part of the Earth's ascending from what they call third dimensional energies to 5-dimensional energies. You can feel it. I don't care who you are. If you're not ascending, if you're not wanting to, choosing to do those things as of yet, then you can feel it within chaos. You can see those feeling it within chaos. They're feeling scared, they're feeling angry, they're lost, they're having things crumble, things are happening, right? And to all the way to people waking up even further and positive things happening and things aligning, and they're listening to their intuition and watching miracles happen. You genuinely have both sides of it right now. And depending upon where you're at is what you're experiencing. Now, there's another part of that. People talk about DNA codes, light codes, and things of that nature. I can tell you from what I've seen from my guides and the divine connection that I have to others' experiences that I work with and that I've helped wake up, because I do have Stepping Stones to Awakening course that I have created, that I have channeled, and that I've watched, used, and gone through to help people wake up. So I do know a lot about this. So take it for what it's worth. But light codes are really, it's just a higher way of being. It's a higher way. It's a light energy coming through your system. It's upgrading your system to receive in a higher light and in a higher vibration than in which it was able to before. This can come in as, new thought processes, new ways of seeing things. All of a sudden wanting new foods. You guys, your appetite can change to where maybe you don't even want food at all. And that's okay. That's just what your body needs. That's where it's changing. It's changing what it's craving. It's changing what it's needing. And so on and so forth. And so that's why it's super important, and I've been saying for a long time, mostly on Facebook, yes, but that you must listen to your body. Like, you have to be able to tune in and listen to what your body needs. Listen to what your body needs, listen to what it feels. It's always telling you something. Are you willing to listen? It's always telling you something. And light codes will change this. Light codes will change informations received. Light codes will change the way we receive information. Light codes will change the way we are. And then on the other side of that, and further into that, is DNA activations. This one's a little deeper for me. This one's a little bit more of a topic that I've somewhat avoided due to the fact that, I see a lot of people, ooh, get your DNA activations here, 55, 49.99. I'll do DNA activations for you. In my workshops, they come through, absolutely, yes. They're all recorded. They're all still available. They always come through. The availability is always there, no matter what I'm doing in a workshop, it seems to be. However, they only come through for those who are open and able and available to receive them. Okay, so keep that in mind. I can't say you're ready if you're not ready. Does that make sense? And that all depends on where you're at in your life's purpose and your ascension process, because that's what we come here for. We come here for to learn and grow and ascend as a species, ascend as a spirit on the spirit level. And that's what it's all about. It's like Earth School, right? And now we're going to be in a different type of Earth School. It's not going to be such dense energy. And we have to learn to work with higher energies that are more malleable, more easily movable, more energetically of a higher light and vibration than we're used to, is really what they're telling me. So DNA activations. Mine came through in a meditation I was doing on my own. And I think it was a Syrian, and that's straight up what was happening. I was listening to a guided one on a recording, but I was by myself. And the next thing I knew, they had my wrist, and it was, the soft side up. And while I was meditating, I can see a symbol, and the symbol lit up blue behind it. And I'd never seen the symbol before, but not only did I see it, I could feel it. I could feel the light activation. I could feel it shooting up my arm and into my body, and I could feel this, and I still can feel it from time to time. Then I did some research. I tried to find that symbol. I couldn't find it anywhere. I looked for answers, and finally people were like, DNA activation. And I'm like, and then it was like confirmed. And I'm like, oh my goodness, that was so weird, but it makes so much sense. And those really, to me, are old pieces of ourself coming back for certain beings. Not everybody got those either. Like I said, not everybody could. Not everybody was of that. And that's really a part of our ascension process. It makes sense to the ascension process. We're all waking up to higher abilities, higher energies, and so pieces of self are able to be activated and come back and things like that. So you can almost think of it, the way I see it, is like a soul retrieval of a sort. We're allowed to have different levels of our DNA activated at this time because of abilities and things that we're energetically able to access with the ascension, which goes to also say that anything that is stuck in a lower energy is no longer going to be of Earth. Some talk about multiple timelines. We're going to split timelines. Some people are going to stay in the lower energy, and then there's going to be another timeline where we all go to the higher energy. So what does that look like? What does that mean? That one's a little more interesting to me. I still question timelines. I know I see them moving. I know I've heard them in my channeled messages and things, that we've switched timelines. I can feel it, see it, taste it, smell it. All of those things. So I know there is such a thing as shifting timelines. But still, what does that mean? Does that mean that once December 21st comes, because that's when this is all supposed to take effect, December 21st is in alignment in such a way that the energies are so powerful, it's supposed to create massive movement amongst the earth. Energetic movement at a major place and time that has never happened before and probably will never happen again unless we're ordered to ascend even further, which is highly doubtful. So, there is a lot here. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment them below. I'd love to hear what you think about this right now. If you're listening to my videos, kind of doing a check-in to see who does watch my videos at this point. You know, because I like my videos, I like what I have to say, I like what I have to offer. It does come from a good place. I know I'm, you know, healing and ascending myself, so it's been a bit bumpy, but you know, I hope the words and the messages get out, and that's really the whole purpose and the whole goal. So I'd love to see at this point if you'd please pop a comment below right now, to those of you who watch my video and receive the messages, and what you think and any questions you might have at this point about this process and what's going on. And this is why I was going to not do my workshops, you guys. I was actually going to quit doing them because I feel like I haven't gotten as successful as I should have. And maybe it's time to move on to something else. And Spirit's like, nope, we got to do this one. So there is a workshop for this alignment, for this energies coming in, and it starts tomorrow, and it goes tomorrow, the 21st and the 22nd, and it's to help ease and align and activate and access everything and every bit of what this really is and has to offer. So if you're interested, there will be a link below. That being said, and it's also going to be a detox. I mean, you guys, it's going to be huge. They're up-leveling and detoxing and cleansing and activating and integrating, and this is a 3-day workshop. It's going to be massive, and it's using all this portal energy and this alignment energy and whatever these DNA activations and light codes were, right? It's really going to be affected by this thing on the 21st. This thing, this energy alignment, this powerful energetic alignment. Also a magnetic pull involved with this one, and I'm also feeling the sunlight. The sun is active in this one too. And then Chiron. Chiron is also, there's a lot of energies at play here. So it's affecting all of us, no matter who you are, where you're from, where you're going, or what you believe. You don't have to see it to experience it in your way. So, all that being said, on the 21st, here in a couple days now, which I can already feel the energy, it's already here. You know, when you experience light codes and things like that, it may just make you tired. It doesn't mean you're all of a sudden going to have all these superhero abilities or new gifts pop forward right away. Those take time. Those take action when ideas arise. That's what those are. But it could be just being tired. You may feel body aches. You may feel movement within self. You may feel emotional swings. A lot of earringing going on. You guys, there's so much earringing, and not just for me, even for my kids, for everybody I know. That's energetic shifts coming in. That's light code energies. Remember, it's just ascending into a higher light frequency. It's really frequencies. You're going into a higher frequency. You know, and as far as the presidential thing goes, I've always said it's going to go as far as our ascension goes. We're ordered to ascend. The earth is ascending. How exactly that looks on the 21st, I'm not really sure. My guides kind of show me a little bit of everything that everybody thinks. Like, some people are saying, you know, oh, people are going to not be here anymore, and some people are saying a shift in timelines, and I'm saying it is what you think it's going to be, basically. What you want to focus on, what you want to put your energy into is what you're going to create. It's all about co-creation, and that's what's been coming through my messages. It's all about where you're putting your thoughts, your energy, who you're wanting to be with you, and so on and so forth. And that's why I say keep it positive, keep it positive, keep it positive. Stay in the higher light, stay in the higher energies. Okay, so that's my message. You get what you believe, right? And so that's really what you've got. That's what it is, and that's what you get to bring forward. That's what's up. I mean, it's really what you believe. If you believe you're going to die, then chances are you're going to die. If you believe nothing is going to happen for you, then maybe, just maybe, nothing will happen for you. That remains to be seen. It's really what we put our energy on, right? And so with all that being said, I'll pull a couple cards for regards to the 21st, okay? For the next few days, the ascension energies, what's going to happen. I'm just going to pull a card message for that and for light code energies and maybe what to expect, okay? And I'm going to do this a little differently. It's kind of what's coming through, so it's what I'm going to do. And this is kind of cool because, look, you can kind of see what I've got going on here. I said I was going to change it up, and I am. Whoop whoop, I like it, I like it. So I'm going to use my goddess deck mainly, and then I'll do some clarifiers off of the other decks, and then see what we need to surrender for this 3-day grace period, for this ascension, for this solar alignment that is absolutely among us and happening and occurring as we speak and over the next 3 days. And you guys, if you want support, if you want clarification, if you want one of the most kick-ass workshops you've ever experienced, I'm not going to lie, and I'm not just boasting myself, then please check it out. I'll put a link below. You still have time to join. Even if you can't be there on the times, it is so powerful that you do not have to be there in the live Zoom meetings. Your energy is called forth and you receive a recording afterwards, and I promise you, you will have experiences in some way, shape, or form at some point. Okay, let's see. What does the divine wish for us to know about this energy shift, about Saturn, Jupiter, Aquarius, the sun, all this energy, all this power going on? What does the collective need to know? What's happening on the 21st? What is happening on the 21st? I heard shifting, changes, some trouble. Clarify the trouble. Some of it remains to be seen, like anything can change, anything at any moment, and so that's why it's completely hard to absolutely 1000% predict any future, because we're energy beings. We all have free will, so we can change things by choices made, right? So please give us the clearest message for what is coming on the 21st. What does it look like for the collective on the 21st? I'm hearing cut the deck. Pull. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Ooh, the colors too. I'm drawn to the sun. Right away I'm seeing Goddess Light. Right away I'm seeing Goddess Light, you guys. Goddess Light. Whenever I draw up the lights from the earth, I get the white earth healing light. And then I also have the pink Goddess Light that I see since we've been activating that within the earth this last year. All right, we have devotion, we have the future, and we have romantic love. Devotion. It's a very beautiful card. Of course, the camera never does justice for the colors, but it's very beautiful. It says devotion. She's just an absolute beautiful goddess. Parvati. Parvati. Devotion. Okay. Devotion, the future. Devotion, the future. Look at this already. Already I'm starting to get a feel for this message. It's emotional in this card. I'm very emotional. Very emotional and excited. Very emotional and excited. It's like I can see clearly now. The rain has gone. That's what I'm hearing in this one, you guys. And then romantic love, you guys. Romantic. So there's a lot of love in the air, I'm hearing. Somehow, through all of this, there's a lot of love in the air for all of us. And I feel like this is because of the heart expansion, right? Like there's a lot of heart expansion. We've been healing a lot of things. And I feel like somehow through all of the muck and the scariness and the transformation, we've all been up-leveling, calling in love. That's really what I'm hearing. Romantic love. So there's either up-leveling to a relationship that's there, or there's new love coming in. And I feel like this is for all levels. And this could also be self-love. So those of us who aren't wanting a relationship, I feel like there might even be like some signs, some people who don't want a relationship. But I feel like then it's going to be an up-level to self-love in that case. So love all around. Devotion. Devotion to self, devotion to the earth, devotion to our future. And then opening our heart space is what's really going on. All right. Nice. Beautiful. I'll get some clarifiers on those in just a moment. Pull a few more of these. What is going on? What can we expect? So that seems all very positive to me, right? So devotion. This means that Whatever you chose is what's happening. Again, I'm hearing that, you guys, I'm hearing that. Whatever you chose is what's happening. We're going into a higher light of the future. I'm seeing that and I'm feeling that with this one. We are going into a higher light, a higher connection, a higher energetic form. Such beauty and grace and abundance, like a new way of living. And then they're also pointing me to the Aquarian age or the golden era here. And then again, the heart expansion, up level of self, coming into that new form, the new energy. So we've let go of those lower constructs, because I'm hearing like judgments and separations are dissolved. And things like that is happening on the 20th. This is what's coming up. This is what's coming with the shift on the 21st. And so, you know, whatever our devotion is what's going to be activated. And we are being called to be devoted to our future at this time, and opening our heart space and up level to higher light. And let's see what else needs to come forth to what's happening on the 20th, 21st, 22nd with this shift, with this alignment. And look at that, there's 3 right there. Boom, same kind of color, big happiness, humor, generosity, communication. Ooh, you guys, I just got chills. This is so exciting to me. This is such a beautiful message. This is so exciting to me. I love this. I'm feeling so happy with this. Like, this is so beautiful. I'm being called to draw one more for over here for the major what's coming card, the major life shift card. They're saying, what is the major happening? What is the major? Ooh, I just got really dizzy. Whoa. And again, I'm hearing timeline shifting, and I just had one fly out. This is getting crazy. The energy just like went through the roof. Shakti, transformation. Transformation for the earth, transformation for the collective. That's what the 21st is all about, you guys. On every level, whether you want to go as far as what people call the conspiracy theorists, or whether you want to, you know, go simple with it, it's all about the transformation. That's what it's all about on the 21st. We're being called to be devoted to our future, to the higher lights, being devoted to our purpose and our soul calling, and allowing the release of all the darker parts of self that we've been going through and are being called right now with urgency. Whew, yeah, this is beautiful. And look at this. Look at the color placement, you guys. Oh my gosh, it's like the same colors here, and then you have the more earthy tones and the blue-white light here. It's very interesting to me, very interesting how similar the color patterns went, and then this one is really a mixture of all of them. Generosity, we're being called to be more generous with each other. More humor is going to be accessed, more joy in our heart, more joy in the world, more joy in the lives of all, of our future and of now, you guys. That's what's happening. So, you know, we're being devoted to releasing all the shit amongst ourselves and amongst the collective, and all the shit that we've been, no offense, I'm using that word twice because a lot of us went through heck to get here. It's something we've all been praying for. We've all been praying to stop the pain and the suffering of the collective. We really truly have, on a mass level, and it's being answered. And that's why the ascension's happening. We've called it in, we've begged for it, and the creator, whatever you want to call the universe, responded. On a mass level, it's being answered. It's just like what the media would do to control people. Whatever you can get the mass people to believe is what would happen. Well, the people created this. The people begged for this. People prayed for this. It's going to be higher energy, more goddess power and light, and just there's more exposures I'm hearing too, you guys. I am hearing some more exposures coming through the devotion. I feel it within her eyes. Her eyes look pretty ominous, like there's some things still coming out of there. Right? There's some things still going to be seen, is what I'm hearing. There's still some things going to be unveiled and going to be seen, is what I'm hearing for this one, in order to take us to the higher light, in order to take us to the higher frequencies, in order for the future to come and unfold and be of that golden era. So I'm really drawn to this again for the golden era. We're opening up our heart space, so we're all going to be up-leveling in love and light, either in relationship, wherever we've been calling in is coming. So for a lot of you, I see relationships like they're coming, they're there, or they just came. And then for the rest of you, there's going to be an up level. The This is actually really cool. This is very exciting. And there's going to be higher levels of joy, love, humor, generosity, and kindness with self and others. And then the communication card, I haven't touched it yet because this one is multi-leveled. So this one is an up level for communication with ourselves and a communication with source. We're all going to be having that ability here. And then like communication with each other is going to change. And I'm almost seeing her mouth is muted on this one. And I'm being drawn more towards her third eye, head, space, crown, connection with the divine, spiritual connection. But we're going to use that to connect with each other. So you can call it telepathy, you can call it different levels of communication are also arising through this. And the colors are just so much goddess light coming forward. So there's more goddess activations coming. More goddess energy, more feminine light, more feminine. We've been silenced and suppressed. It's all going to be balanced. It's not going to be that feminines are coming back to where the masculine is going to be imbalanced. We're all going to be in balance again. Feminine and masculine alike. Okay, so no, they're telling me surrender card before I do clarifying. So what are we being asked to surrender for this transformation on the 21st, which needs to happen right now, right? Because, I mean, if you're in my workshop, we'll make sure we call that stuff in and surrender it. If not, you need to do this, and you need to do it now. So what are we being asked to surrender? I got mine this morning. I know what I'm being asked to surrender, and I felt like I was being yelled at by Spirit. That's what I mean. It's like, now, just let it go. What does the collective need to let go of right now for this transformation? Woo. Oh my gosh. Okay, so time to surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in your life. So we're going to have an issue here. It's going to be like, wait, what? Is that believable? I can do that? Surrender outdated beliefs of yourself, you guys. So you got to do right now, you got to surrender it. Surrender the outdated belief of yourself. Surrender the outdated belief of yourself. That way we can come into this new energy now. Like, you have to do this now. Let it go. Just let it go. Those are outdated beliefs. Anytime I'm hearing you hear this can't be real is what I'm hearing. Surrender it. Outdated beliefs. Anytime you hear that's a theory, surrender it. Outdated beliefs. Anytime you hear of judgment, surrender it. That's an outdated belief. Judgment's a big one. All right, we got to do it. We got to do it now. There's no time for anything else, is what they're saying. So now we're going to do some clarifying on devotion. Clarifying on devotion. What can we clarify about the devotion right now with the 21st? What does this mean, devotion? Devotion to self, I'm hearing. Devotion to self-love, I'm hearing. Devotion to transformation into the future. Oh my gosh, and all those are here. Here's transformation, future. Yes, okay. So let's see what the cards I'm pulling from the bottom, which is different, but that's what it told me to do. A time to give rather than take. Right now it's a time to give rather than take. So right now we're even supposed to be giving to ourselves. I'm hearing it's a time to give rather than take. Okay, this actually makes a lot of sense to me. Devotion to self, and now it's time to give rather than take. So we're not trying to receive right now. We're trying to, what can I give? What can I give to surrender to the higher light, you guys? And that's what they're saying. We're all being asked to surrender something. Outdated beliefs, outdated patterns, addictions, anything. And right now they're saying a time to give rather than take. It is absolutely a time to give rather than take. So give those old parts of self, okay? It's time to give those old parts of yourself in order to be devoted to yourself and to go into the future, into the higher realms of open heart connection and transformation. Okay, does that make sense? That's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. And I'm also drawn to the feminine beauty of this in the heart space color. It's green, heart space activation, right? You must surrender to yourself. A time to give rather than take. A time, because we're always like, I want this, I want this, I want this. And right now it's, what can I release? What can I release? What can I release? How can I be devoted to releasing to a higher self? How can I be devoted to letting go of this this darker piece of myself as I go into this transformation into the future of open-heartedness and more communication on a different level and pure generosity and pure humor and joy and love. That's what it's really about, right? A time to give rather than receive. We got to let things go. That's what they're saying. Surrender to old beliefs about yourself. We got to let things go, you all. This is for everybody. And then the future. What's coming for the future? And as I said that I had 3 fly out. What is coming for the future for the collective as of the 21st? Clarifier for that. And then I got 3 fly out. Be bold and make the first move. I'm hearing that we don't have time to wait. Nobody's going to fix anything for you. You're creating your reality. You're creating your reality. We don't have time to wait. It's not like you can wait and somebody's going to go, this is what we do, you guys. This is what we're going to do. That's outdated. That's outdated beliefs, okay? Nobody's going to come into our rescue. We have to be bold and make the first move. We have to be bold and make the first move. A new start is coming. That's what's happening on the 21st. It's going to spark a new start. It's like a light switch, you guys. It's like an energetic light switch, no joke. This is why they've been telling me to cleanse my system out. This is why they've been telling us all to do these things and make these changes now. Because a new start is coming. That's why we have to be devoted to letting things go, surrendering outdated beliefs of self, and being bold and making the first move. You can't be a chicken shit right now anymore. It's not like we're waiting for anybody else to tell us what to do anymore. Those old beliefs is somebody telling us what to do and controlling our future is done. But a win-win outcome is forecast. It's all about balance here, you guys. I'm being drawn to that. I'm being drawn to the scales. We are balancing out the energetic field. The scales are going to be in balance now. There's no more imbalance as of the 21st. That's what this is all about. That is beautiful. That's what's coming for this future as of the 21st. We're going to be in balance. That's beautiful, you guys. Like, I'm letting that soak in. We're going to be in balance. A new start is coming. And it's time to be bold and make the first move. We have to create our reality. We have to take charge. Take charge. You're in charge. You can make anything happen you want. It's a very positive card. You can do anything you want. You don't have to struggle for it. You don't have to cry for it. Nobody's going to come to your rescue. A new start is coming. This is all a new earth, new world, a new earth, you guys. They're not kidding when they say that. The cards are even clarifying. But a win-win outcome is forecast. So we're going to tip the scales of the injustices. All right, that's what's coming. That's our future. That's, transformation of the future. That's what this is all about. And if you're not willing to let go of what Spirit has asked you to let go of, then what timeline are you going to be on? What's going to happen? That's what I mean. It's just simple. Just do it so we can ascend. There's no stopping it. This is so cool. I like that I did this way. I hope you guys are enjoying this message and having it given this way. This is a lot of fun for me. I really enjoy it. Again, I'd like a comment here in this section just to see who watches the videos, who's receiving the messages. Spirit really wants them out, and I'm hoping I can improve my delivery so you all can accept them in the way that they're given. Beautiful, beautiful light. Romantic love. So please please comment here. Tell me how everything's going for you and the way that I'm doing things now, because it is different. All right, so let's clarify this romantic love. I'm feeling like this is like really majorly just open heart, higher light, understanding what love is. And so it's bringing in new love. It's calling out old love. That's why some of us are breaking up with people right now. Or some of us are being called to have some of us have new people popping in that have been waiting, and it's like an upper level of light. And then some of us are learning to love ourselves, which is all, very beautiful. And for that one, I'm hearing meditate and contemplate. Meditate and contemplate. So for this one, for your heart to open right now and forget through the 21st, to come into all the transformation through all of this, we have to meditate and contemplate. So that's the same thing I've been telling everybody. Stay in your heart space. Stay in your divine communication, divine connection. It's a must. And that's how you're going to expand your heart into the higher light codes, right? Your DNA activation, your light codes. And that's what we're doing in the workshop, is through the 11:11 hour. We are going to be meditating, and we are going to be contemplating. We're going to be healing, and we're going to be going on a journey that the guides take us on. So I'm super excited for that. It's going to be this is going to be mind-blowing. So, if we still have time to partake, you guys, this is going to be huge. And if you don't, just make sure you're meditating as much as possible. Go into a quiet place. Meditate, meditate, and meditate. And I'm not kidding. Do that over the next few days. It's super important. Even like a week. All the time. It needs to be part of your thing they're saying. But especially right now. And that's how you're going to expand in your heart space and receive all that's for you to receive through this transformation. Through this transformation, and I don't even think I need a clarifier on this one. I've never done it this way, so they're kind of guiding me right now too. They've been having me learn some things, and now they're guiding me through this, and I'm just thankful. This is beautiful. I love this message for the 21st, for what's happening, for this planetary alignment. It's validating things for me, because I'm like you all. Like, I can listen to what everybody says. Some of it sounds crazy, I'm not gonna lie. And then some that I receive from my guides, even, I'm like, are you sure? Like, is that real? And then, like, I just tend to believe myself and what I receive a little bit more. And then I'll research and try to understand until it makes sense. And doing it this way has clarified so much for me. So I'm just really thankful for this opportunity myself, and I hope this is helping you guys. All right, and again, we have to accept that some of us might separate, right? So it's just the way it is. And that can be hard. Breakups are hard no matter who it's from. Alright, so Spirit, let's clarify this humor. What does that mean coming forward? What is the transition of humor? What's the transformation coming in humor? To the 21st. What's changing in humor? What does that mean? Is it humor or joy? Please clarify. Okay, so we'll do one clarifier here, but I'm being called to those for a clarifier here too. So let's see if there is a clarifier for the humor card here. Okay, so this one. Conclusions are within reach. Okay, so there's gonna be. Alright, so what I'm really seeing with this one is people are going to be like, wow. So there's almost going to be like justice. There's going to be some peaceful energy, some peace, some resolution. And then that allows more humor, more joy. More joy is coming because conclusions are within reach. This full moon eclipse, so that eclipse that just came is also part of this, right? It's like removing more of that darkness. And then conclusions are in reach, so the change is going to help people feel lighter, feel more humor, feel more joy, feel more laughter. And then they wanted one of these for a clarifier for that group. Alright, clarifier for the humor card for what's coming. The 21st. There's planetary alignment. Clarifier, please. Pull. Nurture yourself first. Okay, so that's also what this is about. There's going to be a time where we're going to be, and that's what we're being asked to do right now, really, isn't it? It's like, what do you want? Focus on what you want. Focus on the outcome you want. Take the action you need to take. And nurture yourself first, and that's also coming in with this humor, right? We're coming into a time of self-love, self-commitment, self-nurturing, being at the forefront of anything else. And so that's really beautiful. And then what about the generosity? We're coming into a time of more generosity, more kindness, more love. But can we get a little bit of a clarifier on the generosity for the 21st? What does that mean? What does that mean? I feel like there's been a lot of unkindness in the collective, a lot of people hating on each other for difference of opinions. And it's going to be a way of, we're going to be like, oh man, I'm sorry. There's going to be a lot of I'm sorries, a lot of apologies, a lot of realities coming to a head here. Oh my gosh, it's my phone just lit up for no reason. It said 111. That's amazing. Oh, that is amazing. Oh, that was awesome. The energy is gaining momentum. The energy is gaining momentum for generosity. Yes, so just what I said, I feel like there's going to be a lot of a positive jump, like, oh man, I'm sorry, I'm sorry we treated each other this way, a shift in generosity, a shift in love. That energy is gaining momentum, that energy is coming to the front. The divide of the hatred, the separation in color, all of these things is going to switch to generosity and kindness and love, and that's really what I'm hearing is coming. And that one came through at 111, you guys, and it's still 111. So I'm just going to sit with that and meditate for a moment, see what's coming through, because I keep noticing it. So I'm actually getting a visual, so just let me take it in for a moment. Okay, so I'm going to just give it, somebody does go to prison, somebody gets arrested. That's what they're showing me right now. That's all I'm going to talk about with what I'm seeing right now. And then I heard the word duped. Okay, so take that for what it's worth. That's what's coming through right now. So for whatever that means, I feel like justice is going to be served. It really truly is. So let's hold faith for that. Justice is going to be served. It has to, which is well. The scales of justice are tipped. And then coming back to the scale card right there, the scales of justice are being tipped. And this is for everything within this whole red and blue stance, within the American government system, just everything. And that's the visual I just got, you guys, was those two coming together and then somebody being arrested. And it wasn't Trump being arrested. But that's just what it is. I don't like to take any of my visuals and say that's what's happening for sure. It's just what's in the energetic field. They're showing me, a shift in justice. They're showing me the scales tipping. And, my opinion is only for, let's allow this craft of, I'm tired. I knew there was injustices within the voting system, and all of that, and that's been a part of my visuals. And so those are the things that I want eliminated. I want the divide eliminated. I'm ready for the golden era. I'm ready for the people being really the people and of the people and for the people, and that's really what's up. That's who I am. I'm ready for that equality we've all been begging for. So whatever that means, it has to happen for that to occur. Then that's what I want to occur. Okay? That's my thoughts on it. So if people are bad, do I think they need to be in office? Hell to the no. Do I think it needs to be just one person? No. I can actually see an office of about 5 people. And it's really for the people. It's almost like a parliament type situation. Okay? And so that's what I see. That's the feeling I have of the future. And then it's like one for all and all for one, you know what I mean? Like there's less limitations, less control. I feel like taxes may even go away, in some way. Like there's a lot of changes coming that I see, okay? This right here though is just what the cards are giving me and what they're wanting me to tell you. Not about what my opinion is. It's about what's coming through from the divine for you all, for you to hear that you need, not what I need. Okay? So we're going to do a clarifier for communication. Right here. Bam. Prosperity lies ahead. Prosperity lies ahead. That's what's coming. And I feel like this is a bull too. So there's some definite Taurus energy, New Moon and Taurus going on here. And so it's, that bull, like we've gotten through this. We have gotten through this. We have persevered. We pushed through. We bountifully succeeded. And now we're ready for prosperity. And that's what the shift is really going to happen. Prosperity with communication, you guys, this is telling me, really I'm going into on a collective level. This is going to be a collective union of a sort is really what I'm seeing here. Can I have another clarifier, please? I am seeing a collective union of a sort. Kind of like a coming together in a way we haven't before, for the people, right? And that's kind of what I just talked about. Like prosperity lies ahead with communication. Changes in technology, changes in receptivity, like who's going to be able to receive, and why is coming. And then the ways, of course, we communicate. So prosperity for all lies ahead. And then one more clarifier for that, please, is bringing love into the situation. Well, okay, so that makes a lot of sense. So if we're opening our heart space, we're transforming, transitioning, transformation into the future to be of higher levels, higher light codes, open heart space, receiving love, giving love on a new level, being more generous, being in the humor stance. I mean, you know, it only speaks to say that it's bringing love into the situation. That's really what's going on. We're bringing love into the situation for all. Prosperity lies ahead for all, on a communication level for the collective, on a heart level for the collective, on a transformation level for the collective. But we're being asked to surrender those beliefs about the past, surrender those beliefs about anything stubborn and not pliable, anything that's not movable. If you say this is what's happening and period, you need to surrender that. You need to surrender that. We need to be open to movement. We need to be open to flow. We need to be open to movement. We need to be open to the fact that the people, you guys, called what's happening in. I'm not kidding you. We called it in as a collective. We called in these things to switch because too many people were suffering, and too many people that were suffering cried enough and called in the changes for the solar flare, the solar flash, the ascension. You guys, I've watched it I've been a part of it. I've been waking people up, healing people. Check out my website. I've got all these things that I've been doing on a mass level. Like, not kidding you. It's been amazing. Atlantis stories, like, I went into Mount Shasta and we healed, which is the root chakra of the earth, and I saw things coming out and contracts being dissolved from presidencies past, and this has just been nuts. This has been unprecedented times. And, you know, be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you believe in. We're being asked to question our devotion and to give instead of receive right now. And that's really what it's all about. Stop asking to receive. Stop saying, woe is me. It's what do I need to give up in order to ascend into this higher light? What do I need to work on? What do I need to release? What do I need to surrender? We all have to surrender something. We're all asked to be vulnerable right now. We got to stop asking for things and just say, what can I give for this transformation, for this ascension, and for the collective? Because it's not just one, it's all. The whole earth is ascending, and it cannot be a third dimensional construct. To what degree that means for me, I don't know. It's not like I feel like half the world's going to be wiped out if they're not ascending. I'm not sold on the two timeline things if it's going to be that simple to where all of a sudden you're just in two different worlds. Like, how does that work? I can't, tell you 1,000% this is how it's going to go down, but I can tell you it's going down. I can tell you there's a shift occurring, and what you surrender to, what you're willing to give up, and what you're willing to release instead of being selfishly calling forward will determine your ascension and your process and where you're going. And on a huge level, it was predetermined before you got here, so there's no reason to stress. Just know you're on your path. You're doing what you're supposed to do. If you're tired, this is back to your symptoms. If you're tired, know you're doing your work, you guys. Some of the biggest healing and releasing occurs when we're sleeping. Light codes, new information coming through, transitions and implants when we're sleeping. So if all you can do right now is sleep, then sleep. Know you're doing your work. If all you can do right now is wake up at 3 or 4 in the morning and meditate, then know you're doing your work. If all you can do right now is cry, then know you're doing your work. As long as you're releasing, as long as you're letting go of what they're asking you to let go of. It's really, truly, that's what's up. And I hope you guys enjoy this time. I'm here for you. Please do this workshop with me. It's going to be massive. This is going to be huge. And I feel like the more energies we get involved in it, the more powerful this transition is going to even be, because what we're thinking about is what we're creating right now. It's like a light switch going off on the 21st. So what are you going to bring forth with it? It's all up to you. So much love to all of you. Thank you for watching today and receiving this reading. I hope this was received well for you, and I hope this changed your perspective on some things and what to expect going forward and what you can do on the 21st and within the next coming days, and even right now. Let's stay in the higher light. I'm here with you, for you, and always will be. So much love.